Hello and welcome to the Overwatch Oasis League. I am Charles Seven Tang, joined by Red Hood Kitty and Richard the Hard. How are we doing, folks?
Doing pretty good. Ready for some Overwatch.
Well, today we have Pizza Planet. Apologies, Pizza Planet facing off against Diving Phoenix. As Diving Phoenix looks to continue their unbeaten record so far, 4-0 this season. Pizza Planet just dropping one game against We the Ops all the way back in week 5, I believe. So it's been a while since week 3. Sorry, so it's been a very long time since either of these teams have dropped a game here. Diving Phoenix currently not just 4-0, tied for first as well, tied with the White Walkers, not just for their match record, but their map record as well. Both teams are 14-3 for maps. So it's getting it's getting squeaky bum time up at the top of the table as two teams look to duke it out.
Starting with Helios today. So let's see what kind of sort of competitions they throw us here. We do have CM Punk. Psycho Manta is on support, so we do know he loves giving us those boops on Lucio, and we start out with Wells, so he'll have
the lineups coming through. Pizza Planet over here on our left side in the blue, running Insane and CM Punk on the tank line. We have Ragnarok and Evocative on the on the DPS line, and Psycho Mantis and Kirby looking to heal them all up. Bambi and John Hawk starting on the Diving Phoenix tank line with Dark Train and Honey Biscuits looking to bring in the hurt, playing damage. The Tracer Ash duo over here with Jokingly Serious and Feraligatron running the support line. Of course, Kitty, both teams running the Lucio on well.
Yep, you gotta expect it, and also too, both teams running as Narissa, so it's a lot of boot potential, but Diving Phoenix does have the hog.
Round 1.
You gotta watch out for those balls.
And here we go. I think a big part of Pizza Planet setup will be trying to get Kirby over here some good angles to fire off all that healing into the two tanks that are looking to play very close together. Psycho Mantis goes in for a boot, misses, but Evocative and Ragnarok finding a kill apiece. Jokingly and Dark Train falling down very early on in this fight, and they just look to do a soft reset over here as the point comes over and the capture looks over to the Pizza Planet, but CM Punk does go down. Does a late contest come out before we cap? Neither team quite touching, just trying to give up space over here. The Pizza Planet is eventually ready to cap, but there is no barrier over here as Honey Biscuits takes the high ground, lays down some damage as the Ash, but Dark Train does get taken out. Ragnarok doing an excellent job laying down that damage with the Junkrat. You can see them controlling the alley over here on the right side. Those Junkrat nades so powerful in such a small and tight space. Now the hook goes onto the Junkrat over here. Ragnarok barely making out alive, but Gaming Kirby over here managing to find that protection, not really going down, very safe in the backline. The Bati's just pumping down healing. Then Mortality goes out to keep the Sigma alive. Insane being chunked out very low. CM Punk half health as well, but the tyrant comes through, doesn't find anybody. The answer is no. Ragnarok dead. Oh, the answer is a triple!
There it is.
Wow, I have absolutely cast a curse. Ragnarok, I apologize. A triple coming out in Evocative, taking out Jokingly Serious as well. Kitty, finally, a little bit of break in the action as we're nearing 50%.
Just that tire made everybody nervous, my goodness.
Hey.
Expecting him not to make it at all, but
He wrapped it all the way around the backside, so they weren't even expecting it anymore.
And they do switch down to Bambi on Reinhardt instead of the Orisa.
Almost a signature hero here for Bambi. Kirby gets caught a little bit out of position, not just the hook, but the hook into the entire team. Now you're 6 on 5 over here. Pizza Planet looking to back off, but CM Punk getting taken down as well, and it looks like the point continually swing in the favor of Diving Phoenix. Once again, a team that not only is very not used to losing, very much unhappy when they lose. So looking to swing back here with a strong performance after giving up 90% of the point now. John Hawk finding Evocative with the whole hog, and Jokingly Serious taking that Insane as well. It is just Lucio. Psycho Mantis doing their best to sustain, but the hook comes out. Jokingly Serious find Kirby, and the point finally does swing over at 97%. If you're Diving Phoenix, you're going to play a perfect point here to lock it down, Kitty.
They're gonna have to really keep it, because coming back with Insane, Evocative, and Mr. Gaming Kirby with ults, along with Ragnarok Alex, almost gonna have another tire.
Well, not yet, Kitty, as Ragnarok gets taken down by Dark Train over here. But no, fair enough. I think on the side of Diving Phoenix, we have both support ults coming online. Could be huge, as Kirby has the Amp Matrix on as well, but that, personally, I don't really count that as a support ult. Honey Biscuits gets taken on early on, Evocative landing those shots in the backline. Now Dark Train with a tire coming out as Kirby gets pulled into the well. Oh, that is exactly why you play Roadhog on this point. Now the tire comes out, Dark Train takes out Ragnarok's tire over here. The Heinen does come out just to zone everybody up, and Evocative finds 2 on point, and it is absolute chaos. The point has swung back over to the side of Pizza Planet, as Diving Phoenix are just coming out looking to stall Fergilatron over here, taking down by Evocative, but Honey Biscuits finds a double. It is anybody's point here. Honey Biscuits a triple. Psycho Mantis going down as well, and it's just a Sigma on point, doing their best to sustain with the Baptiste behind them, as Kirby is hanging on to that Amp Matrix, deciding not to use it, drops the Immortality Field, keeping everybody online, and for the second fight in a row, gets hooked into the well by John Hawk over here. A textbook display of what to do with the Roadhog on this point, Kitty.
Well, I've never seen John Hawk play Hog, but my goodness, I've seen him more on what, Reinhardt Diva, and he's doing an amazing job right now as Gold Hog.
John Hawk, you've been holding out on us, bro. So we have Dark Train here taking an extremely off angle, and it pays off as CM Punk goes down. That is a lovely, lovely place to be. If you're the Junkrat filling that tiny room that was with that AoE damage, Ragnarok falling to John Hawk, Jokingly Serious takes Gaming Kirby down as well. Psycho Mantis falls. It is one fight territory for both these teams. An absolute nail biter to start us off here.
What are we getting close to one fight territory here for Diving Phoenix? And 83%. We did see Psycho Mantis switch over to an Ana now, so no more speed.
Well, very important that Ana over here as the
oh, the boot.
Diving Phoenix currently playing with no barriers, but the boot does come out onto Ragnarok. Insane finds 2, Jokingly and Fergalington both falling. The flux coming out doesn't play anybody. It gets interrupted, but not before John Hawk is fallen as well. Dark Train finds a double. Diving Phoenix here refusing to go down. John Hawk trading as Dark Train finds a double with the tire. Without that Immortality Field, that sustain could not, maybe is just not there. Insane is piked by Honey Biscuits as well. Such a good hit scan player, so consistent today. Fergalintron finds CM Punk in the backline as Diving Phoenix refused to let go of this point. Diving Phoenix picks up Psycho Mantis as well, and the point is finally capped and secured by Diving Phoenix here on Ilios 1-0 to Diving Phoenix here.
They didn't have enough there for well. Just not enough loops.
John Hawk and Bambi hitting us with the Hammond and the Roadhog. Of course, Richard and I personally have a very different name for this, but we're not gonna let that rip during the broadcast. But playing no barriers, you saw Pizza Planet try to take advantage of that by running the Ana, hoping for some unobstructed nades and unobstructed sleeps, but it just didn't work out as John Hawk really pulled it out of the bag with the Roadhog there. What a strong display with those hooks, Kitty.
5, 4, 3,
Yeah, sorry.
1.
No worries. Kitty's running the lobby chat, so and Richard's running the camera. All I'm doing is yelling at you. So if I say anything stupid, that's my fault and my fault solely. I have no excuses to fall back on. Now Evocative over here. Playing directly into the meta, saying, yeah, no, it's a Widow map, I'll play Widow, and it works! Honey Biscuits get taken down as the Reinhardts go for a swim. It is 5-on-4 here on point. The 2 German Knights decided, today's not for me, I'm not doing this right now. Dark Train gets picked up by Evocative. Evocative absolutely uncontested in the backline. John Hawk, after Bambi being turned to the point, John Hawk forced to take over frontline duties, meaning you can't use that shield to wall off and shield off Evocative sightlines over here, and that Widow able to pump out so much damage. We see Deep over here jumping in, trying to do a little bit of disruption onto Jokingly Serious as John Hawk gets taken out in the backline, and the point that's over to Pizza Planet as Ragnarok gets found by Dark Train.
Even if you remember or saw the changes, Evocative is Flicker, and he's very well known for that Widowmaker. But does get taken out by Honey Biscuits here. No, it looks like my bad.
Psycho Mantis gets taken down, and Zavakina finds a double over here. Bambi onto Jokingly Serious, both falling, but missed her game, and Kirby does fall. The Shadow comes out, finds the Diva in the backline, but not before the Ryan falls. But that is enough for Diving Phoenix to secure the point. Darktrain finding the exit kill onto CM Punk, of course. Evocative, so very dangerous on that Widow, but you can see maybe the John Hawk's Monkey out here to contest the Widow just a little bit. Don't let the assassin get too comfortable.
And even then too, you gotta watch out for Honey Biscuits. Shots.
Now, so the tire comes out, Darktrain opting for an early push. Now the tire we can see wrapping all the way around left side, but not before Ragnarok finds Darktrain on the point. Does the tire find anybody? It is a double, not just a double, both the supports. Now, Diving Phoenix opting to go forward, just pushing. Insane a little bit, trying to get some exit kills and some staggers over here, and Insane gets pinned back towards the point. That's gotta hurt, and that is what, 5, 6, maybe 7 seconds burnt off the clock here. Darktrain's risky play making it work. Does get picked up in the process, but finds a double. Ragnarok now with the EMP up and running.
Using EMP bomb pretty soon here. Does have a bomb.
So we can see Ragnarok is perfectly set up here. The bomb comes out. Does the EMP follow? Not quite. No. But Darktrain gets taken down anyway. The EMP just a little bit lower as the Sombra being forced out of the invisibility. CM Punk does end up finding Darktrain though, so it is an opening pick. Kirby does go down. And the Shatter comes down, is laid down, finds Fergalotron over here. Does manage to stay up for a little bit as the Amp Matrix is committed to that backline, but John Hawk refusing to let that Baptiste live in peace. Now the Angry Monkey comes out, the Primal Rage so deadly on a point this time. Insane and Bambi charge into each other, the Reinhardt's tap nipples, as Bambi does stay up, lays down the Shadow, finds 2 in the backline. Psycho Mantis goes down, Insane does manage to stay alive, but all over that Lucio as well. Absolute mayhem and chaos on point as trades are being killed. Bambi and Insane both going down, you're both missing your Reinhardt. CM Punk falling early at 2 Darktrain as Diving Phoenix hang on to the point with 92% and ticking.
Looks like you might not be able to see a touch here unless I can make it just in time for Ragnarok Alex.
Well, no worries, you're running a Sombra, so you can touch whenever you want. And Game and Kirby manage a whole lot just with that Immortality Field staying up. The bomb does get committed as Evocative finds Darktrain. The fight is not over here on Ilios, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Game and Kirby's Immortality Field finally taken down, but not before that bomb is hacked. The bomb tossed straight up into the air, but Bambi gets charged and displaced right before it comes down, but gets very lucky, stays up. Now, Insane shattered directly into that Winston bubble, but they do find Fergalotron over here in the backline. CM Punk gets a double, takes out Jokingly Serious, takes those jets into Bambi's face. Evocative and Insane both going down. It is 3-3 on point, I believe. Absolute chaos. I can't count. CM Punk continuing to hold such a strong point position over here and takes down Honey Biscuits, just distracting Darktrain and keeping this point alive. What a fight! The Tracer is still on the point. Darktrain just zipping around as Lucio joins and Fergalotron over here helping your favorite British pilot out of here. And it is 4-on-2 on point. This is looking like absolute chaos as Game and Kirby goes down. Diving Phoenix may just be able to swing this back in their favor. They refuse to give up this overtime. Insane and Darktrain trade out. Game and Kirby dies as well in the backline. You're missing your break. You're missing a lot of healing. CM Punk gets finally D-Mech with Jokingly Serious gets taken down as well. It is just trades on trades coming down as the Shatter finds 2, but Insane gets taken down before they're able to capitalize. John Hawk, the Angry Monkey, just batting away on the point as Ragnarok finally gets taken down. Evocative taking down Honey Biscuits in the backline over here as Diving Phoenix begins to stabilize, but Kirby is back now with that break sustain, stuns up the Pulse, stuns out the Tracer, and the Pulse Bomb coming out, not finding anybody. John Hawk takes out Game and Kirby. This is the longest fight I've ever seen at this point. CM Punk with the bomb, Jokingly Serious against Psycho Mantis, and John Hawk takes down the Evocative. It is absolute chaos on point. Insane gets caught in the mines as the EMP comes out, rendering the mines useless. These teams playing 8D chess here. CM Punk just alone on point as Diving Phoenix finally managed to stabilize after what is the longest fight I've ever commentated, Kitty. My goodness.
Oh goodness, I believe it was Evocative with that Tracer just keeping it alive as much as they could and trying to wait until the rest of the team came over and just this wasn't enough.
Well, absolute chaos here on point. This is Ragnarok's tire that Richard was such a fan of wrapped all the way around for that triple. They had no idea it was coming, and I believe we were like, what, like 6, 7 seconds, 10 seconds into that tire running, and usually past the first 4 seconds, you know, my bronze brain just forgets the tire's there, so I go do other things. So great work coming up from both teams. Diving Phoenix 1, Pizza Planet 0 here in the Overwatch Oasis League.
Update the score. Diving Phoenix takes Helios, making the score 1-0. And next we are going on to Numbani.
Alright. We got Seth Trollins and Optimus back in the chat. Good to see you folks.
Hi,
Always
Taco.
a supporter here in the Overwatch Oasis League. But I think a great performance here from Diving Phoenix as they take Ilios 2-0, Richard. Bambi and Hawk with some great tank synergy here. Even when we've seen them play some odd combinations, the ball coming out with the Hog, they make it work.
Ball and Hog can actually work pretty well together if you're pretty coordinated and know your teammate. Because that ball comes in and he makes those displacements and he makes room for the Hog to get hooks. Especially against kind of the double tank Orisa comp that Pizza Planet was running. They're always hidden behind shields. It's kind of hard for that Hog to get value, but when the ball comes through and knocks people around, they can get those hooks, they can get value out of that pick.
But is that worth the trade-off of not having your own barriers at all?
I mean, whenever Pizza Planet first... On that first point, Pizza Planet won out the first fight and capped point up until probably 90 running that double shield comp into Diving Phoenix, who just couldn't get a point until they switched to that Hog ball and got that displacement where they made the tanks turn around and not focus on point so much.
Fair enough. So I suppose my question rendered useless by the scoreline. Something to point out as well, Holy Chuckster and CM Punk here playing a lot of off-tank, so versatile. We've seen Sigmas come out, Divas come out, Hogs come out on all of them. Very excited to see what else they could play, because, you know, especially at the level that the Overwatch Oasis League is, in any kind of composition, any kind of meta is free for all. That's totally doable. I feel there isn't really a set meta you have to play, so that flexibility is so very important. Speaking of, what are we expecting to see here on Numbani, Richard?
For Numbani, I think we could run a lot of things. Double shield is obviously really strong on defense here. Dive is just Numbani's a classic dive map, especially on first point and through streets. But then once you get into third point, it becomes really brawly, and that's where Reinhardt kind of shines. And it's really hard to break through that if you have a Rein holding that corner. So we could really see a lot of different things coming into this.
And we're noticing that Kirby here playing a lot of Brig and Baptiste, and if that trend continues, we could be right. We could be seeing that both those heroes play to enable the Reinhardt.
Brig's really strong with the dive too, giving those armor packs to those tanks just to give them that little extra sustain, especially with heroes like Winston who don't have a ton of armor themselves. It can be really strong and help them from feeding a little bit less.
Say what you want, Richard, but you're never going to convince me that Launch Brig wasn't the best thing that happened to Overwatch.
Man, we don't talk about Launch Brig.
I say this as someone who is a passionate and unapologetic defender of goats.
Oh god.
Sorry, Kitty.
Well, I guess we're fixing to see what they're going to run out with.
We've seen Kitty leave the lobby. Apologies, that's on me, chat.
Ready for battle.
So it looks like we have Pizza Planet defending first. A very, very classic Numbani composition over here. Insane and CM Punk with that Ryan Diva, Globe Dragon, and Korean Wannabe. Hello, welcome. Just getting freshly subbed in. You'll love to see it. Onto the McCree Junkrat duo with Ragnarok and Kirby staying on as the supports, playing Baptiste and Zen. That Discord is so very important to burn targets down, especially for giving that Ryan kind of a big sign to charge after.
we have on attack so far. It looks like a dive with a Winston Diva, and then we have Echo, and of course Honey Biscuits on her signature Ash, and we would like to see a Moira and a Zen.
So of course you're going to see that Junkrat over here trying to fill up those narrow chokes with nades, and the trap already coming down. Looks like Diving Phoenix are going to rotate and wrap around to coast over here. Korean Wannabe already taking a lot of damage, forced to back off as the dive comes through onto Insane. Insane looking just a little bit isolated, but Dark Train does find Korean Wannabe in the backline. Insane does end up going down as this Dark Train taking a very aggressive angle to get the kill onto them, but Curry is Gabe and Kirby doing what a Zen does best, and it's not healing, it's clicking heads. But eventually it does go down as Honey Biscuits and Chuckster finds one apiece. We have some Diva on Diva cannibalism. Glow Dragon does end up demaking Honey Chuckster, but ends up trading upward as Honey Biscuits finds a double already halfway to the Bob. Bob also, I believe, the ultimate that requires the most damage to charge up, so extremely effective and impressive push here from Honey Biscuits as Diving Phoenix take the point at first time of asking. 5.5 minutes left, Kitty.
Yeah, so that's a lot of time. If they click it all the way here, they could have a really big time bank by the time they get to that point.
Well, at the very least, it looks like Pizza Planet didn't really get split spawned and are able to commit immediately and D-Mech Holy Chuckster. Great shots coming up from Korean Wannabe over here. Insane pushing in extremely aggressively, enabling their damage to push in and be aggressive. The Holy Chuckster does get the D-Mech off, but Glow Dragon whips out the tire. D-Mech's Holy Chuckster, the High Noon is committed and finds, oh my goodness, 2 ults, 1 Diva. You love to see it. Commit to it, because this is such a great place to be holding so close to spawn, Kitty.
It looks like the Pizza Planet is trying to deal with a Dark Train Tracer in the back line.
Well, the Shadow comes through, finds 4. Bambi gets floored and immediately gets dove over. And Fergalatron over here forced to use the Zen Trans. Jokingly serious, layering a Morel just to be safe. The Coalescence is coming through. Kirby has one just to flex. A double Trans came out from each team. A double Diva Bomb coming out. Fergalatron being killed by CM Punk. Holy Chuckster not finding anybody with that bomb, but zoning the enemy team back. CM Punk here finding a double as Bambi goes down. You're missing your main tank over here. Holy Chuckster does get debacked by Korean Wannabe. Honey Biscuits does take down that McCree, which is the exact opposite of what we see happen at that animated short. But this isn't canon, no worries. Kirby takes down Jokingly Serious as Honey Chuckster falls as well, as Pizza Planet looks to finally regain a little bit of control on the point, but not before Dark Train comes and takes down Ragnarok and harasses Isayin on point. Now it looks like they're taking a very interesting pathing over here as the teams seem to have switched sides. Insane going extremely deep, and Bambi loses a touch, isolated, chunked down to half, not a healing with them, but the counterfeit comes through to Insane. The True Rise completely alone, bashing away at each other, and Bambi comes out on top on the signature Reinhardt hero that we have seen them play so many times, and caps beat with 4.5 minutes remaining. A very healthy push here coming out on the side of Diving Phoenix.
It looks like we do have both DPS ult inside of Pizza Planet and a Shatter coming up soon. And because it does have that Bob waiting.
I feel like with
switch to a Brig.
Just to give a little bit of backbone to the brawl. So, Korean Wannabe deploys the High Noon and gets punched in the face. The Hammer here finds both the tanks as the dive comes out onto the Reinhardt. Jokingly Serious does get taken down, and so does Bambi. Honey Biscuits falls as well as CM Punk D-Max Holy Chuckster, and that is a brutal stagger. CM Punk eventually spares Holy Chuckster from the worst as Dark Train does a tactical dive off the map to reset. Great work over here on the side of Pizza Planet, knowing that if you don't hold here, you're opening yourself up to a lot of sightlings, especially with Honey Biscuits quality on the Ash, knowing that they had to win committing ults. Speaking of, what a kill! Globe Dragon getting domed immediately. Kirby might have to invest his trans way earlier, and there it is. The trans does come out as the Rhines come in and countercharge into each other. Bob getting battered back by Insane as the bomb comes in. Does it find anybody? Yes, it does. Holy Chuckster gets demegged and killed by the bomb as Korean Wannabe takes down Jokingly Serious. Bob is nowhere to be seen as the your favorite robot butler decides to just take a vacation day and call it. Holy Chuckster with the bomb online, but Insane with another shatter.
Both support ults on the side of Diving Phoenix. And Korean Wannabe being dope.
So the shatter comes out and finds two. Bambi was safe in the knowledge that there was a former Coalescence on them and just was swinging away, but it's Sayin. Oh, not expecting Dark Train on that Junkrat to back the Reinhardt up as Holy Chuckster finds Kirby as well. Dark Train immediately does get traded out, but it is looking very, very healthy here if you're a Diving Phoenix fan.
We did see the Ragnarok out rally there.
So they do manage to rally over here, and CM Punk takes that jokingly serious as lots of pressure coming out onto Bambi as they get chunked out lower and lower and eventually taken down by Insane. Korean Wannabe finding a double over here, showing that Honey Biscuits is not the only good hitscan player on the field today. 2 minutes, we got a shatter, a tire, a bomb, a sound barrier coming online for Phoenix. What is the win condition here for Pizza Planet?
They just have that trance coming up soon.
Fair enough, the trance could be massive, but Insane. Not what I expected, going in extremely aggressively. So now that Bob is splitting your support and your tanks, Bob comes out, trance comes out, shatter engaged, and so is the Deadeye. Korean Wannabe finds a double. Great work over here, Insane. Originally, I wasn't too sure about that aggression, especially when the bomb came out, but the trance coming out just in time, and Korean Wannabe spotting that angle, finding a double kill with the Deadeye, and eventually taking down Bambi as well. CM Punk now with the bomb online, and you have to feel that a lot of resources are going to be dumped in to Globe Dragon and Ragnarok trying to get their ults online as well. Bambi hang on to the shatter as Dark Train still has that tire ready to go.
Diving Phoenix just has so many ults online now.
Well, speaking of, the shatter finds 4. You might just not need any more. Another tire comes out over the top of them as well. Finds a double. Holy Chuckster finds Insane as well. This is excellent work over here. They all hit triangle at the same time, and there is no contesting that many ultimates. Now, Pizza Planet trying to touch at the end, but Diving Phoenix with bodies on the cart, trying to push it forward before anybody can come and contest. And, oh my goodness, Dragon lands there just in time, and Insane is on there trying to prevent the C9, and the fight is well and truly on here at Numbani. The bomb comes out, CM Punk finds a double. I don't believe what I'm seeing. Dragon with the tire as well. Chuckster answering with their own diva bomb. That is massive. Korean Wannabe and Insane finding one apiece as Ragnarok takes out Fergalatron over here, and it is 20 seconds. Wow, what a hold, what a contest. The diva bombs trading into each other. What a map. So we have Pizza Planet over here, one fight territory as Diving Phoenix looks to push with no ultimates online for either side. This is good old-fashioned Overwatch, just swing away until somebody wins. Holy Chuckster goes for an early touch to make sure the game does go into OT. Gamer Kirby taken down early though, this could be dangerous. Insane with the insane shatter. Korean Wannabe finds Honey Biscuits as Closer finds Bambi over here. CM Punk takes out Holy Chuckster as Insane takes out Jokingly Serious. This could be a hold here on the side of Pizza Planet. This OT might just work out for them. Korean Wannabe finding Fergalatron as the OT timer takes down. Nobody managed to touch. Dark Train just a little bit too far away, but it was just the solo tracer. Anyways, what a hold coming out from Pizza Planet. Wow.
0-2.
It's just those bombs. I saw CM Punk just show that they were Diva Bane. They knew which exact angle to throw it from the door and spawn that it would hit at least one person. They got 2.
We have chat piping up saying happy birthday, Richard. Thank you, Tiny Tim. Appreciate it. But what a hold coming out. The whole time, the big commentator brains of Kitty and I calling it. We're like, right, Diving Phoenix has 4 ults, 5 ults online. This is going to be really difficult. And Diving Phoenix had an excellent push here as they committed ults. What, I believe it was 4 ults as the Shadow came out, the Coalescence came out, Dark Train let the tire rip, and they did manage to find 4 kills, but just the stall was there. Globe Dragon flinging that Junkrat body onto point as Insane coming in just in time to contest, keeping the point alive, and everybody on that team, you know, lifting their weight and making it work. What a hold. Watch that back. That's a VOD review, folks.
Now we gotta Pizza Planet attacking. Never mind. I was gonna say attacking with Bastion, but as soon as I was gonna say that, Korean Tracer.
Korean, I'll Venmo you $5 if you let me commentate and attack Bastion. So Bambi over here looking to hold with something we don't see very often, the Orisa Diva. The Diva's so good at contesting the high ground, especially as we come through first point and streets over here, as Pizza Planet looks to wrap all the way around on coast, copying what Diving Phoenix did earlier on their push. Insane, nobody really contesting them, and they just walk up the stairs, and finally, we have Dark Train dropping onto the support line, Ragnarok going down to Dark Train as Kirby goes down to Holy Chuck, so Dark Train finding a double. That's your support line down and your Tracer down, and it looks like CM Punk is going to trade out as well, and it's just Insane left on point, I believe. I don't know where Insane went.
He charged. He rotated all the way around, charged, and made it back.
Sorry. Homie dipped. I believe the technical term is homie dipped. So we have Bambi and Chuckster continuing to hold up here. An excellent engagement, kind of letting Insane walk past them and dropping directly onto Jokingly Serious over here. Or sorry, dropping on directly onto Ragnarok and Kirby over here. So now oh my goodness, the mine from downtown coming in, displacing that high ground. Now that McCree is so very exposed, Honey Biscuits chunked that very low as CM Punk dives in to finish the kill. CM Punk, Insane gets a pin onto Fertilitron as Kirby, Wannabe, CM Punk all getting under the action as Insane takes down their main tank counterpart. Very, very quick capture here on the side of Pizza Planet. A full push, definitely not off the table.
Stop the payload.
We do see the Diving Phoenix do all have their first spawn, so they'll be ready to push and contest them right here in this corner.
For your safety, please be warning.
So the clean reset coming through for Diving Phoenix, not forced to give up too much ground, and of course Ragnarok, this is a perfect place to deploy that Coalescence if they choose to engage here, but Diving Phoenix seemingly knowing that as well, choosing to back down. Insane going in extremely deep, no worries, that Coalescence there is keep you alive. The tire comes out, finds a double as Dark Train finds Dragon as well. That is a triple kill coming out from Dark Train. Insane takes out Honey Biscuits, but Insane does trade out for as well. That aggression not paying off this time. Bambi getting a kill onto Insane, more main tank on main tank action. Just like we saw last round, the defenders able to hold at this corner over here, so crucial as this is basically a spawn camp here, Kitty.
It looks like both teams, they do have a lot of ults online. We gotta see what combos
Big ult online indeed, those check marks are everywhere, the pull comes out. Kirby is stuck up against the wall, body blocked by Diva Bomb. I don't think I've seen that before. Feels bad, man. Isayin lays out with the shatter, the pulse bomb comes out as well as the Diva Bomb. That is a lot of explosives on point, but it is a Monka as Isayin is just solo on point as Jokingly Serious burns them down with that Coalescence.
And it did seem like they committed a lot of ults here and just didn't have enough or something.
Allow me to repair the damage.
The Diva Bomb coming out, body blocking Kirby from getting anywhere else except like just basically squashed under a Diva Bomb. That is a Pepe hands, folks. Insane halfway to that shatter. They burned through a lot of ults trying to crack this open. This could be tough. But they do have both support ults online, which can be absolutely crucial in sustaining them through a fight. As Bambi over here drops the bongos, the damage boost coming through so crucial in helping your teammates charge up their own ultimates as Holy Chuckster gets taken down by Insane. CM Punk is also demexed, but no worries. The bongos are taken down, the shatter comes out, finds 3. Jokingly Serious takes out the Coalescence pop just a little bit too late to keep everybody alive though, as Jokingly Serious is taken down as well. So Kitty, Pizza Planet being able not just to defend but attack at an ultimate deficit.
Yeah, I thought that you was gonna have it there, but it looks like they're Pizza Planet saying we don't need ults to do these fights.
Holy Chuckster gets absolutely melted as they dive in just for the contest, but the Junkrat is there as well. Looks like a dry push, maybe just to bait out some ultimates, just to burn out some time, and it works. Kirby commits the the trance, but the Honey Biscuits picks out Glowdragon with the Deadeye. A Korean Wannabe takes down Bambi with the Pulse Bomb, finds a double, finishing off with Jokingly Serious to finally clear the point off. As far as the dry push goes, I think only Honey Biscuits invested an ult there, and they got the Transcendence and the Pulse Bomb out of Pizza Planet, continuing their dominance on the side of ult charge and ult resources, but not being able to translate all of those into fights. So now the D.Va Bomb comes in deep, doesn't find anybody this time as Gaming Kirby not pinned up against the wall this time. Glow Dragon finds Dark Train in the backline, though this could be a huge and the opening pick that they need to cap this point. Holy Chucks is just trying to contest the D.Va on the high ground, but not knowing that they're outnumbered. The D.Va Bomb comes out, D-mech'd as well, not finding anybody, but you're buying yourself a lot of time and you're taking down Bambi's barriers there as Insane goes in swinging, trying to crack this point open. CM Punk finds a double as the tire comes out from Dark Train, not finding anybody quite yet. CM Punk takes out Bambi as well. That is a triple kill coming out from that D.Va. CM Punk finally demeched, but no worries, that is just one man on point. Dark Train finding Kirby as well. That's gonna hurt, especially so close to the Transcendence. The Coalescence is used. The Shadow doesn't find anybody's Holy Chuckster is able to touch. Now, this could be huge. Dragon with the tire, demects this, the D.Va as the teleport comes on top of them as well. Now, Bambi slamming down as a ball, and it is stall territory with 2 minutes and counting here as Diving Phoenix are desperately trying to hold on. A minute, oh Jesus, 1 meter and 27 centimeters away from winning the map. Now the trans does come through. This is going to be massive in sustaining them. Holy Chuckster is getting chunked down as all the focus is now on the only tank on point. That Discord orb so deadly. D-mech'd and murdered by CM Punk over here. Glow Dragon finding kills as well. It is just Bambi on point. Spin to win deployed on both sides. Insane matching the ball play over here. CM Punk so deadly on point that D.Va sustain is absolutely ridiculous. The Coalescence comes out and the good old-fashioned bomb on point just to clear it out as Jokingly Serious gets taken out by Coalescence. Holy Chuckster is still on the point for what seems like the 20th time today. CM Punk, oh sorry, Chuckster eats Korean Wannabe's Pulse Bomb. That is excellent work, but Ragnarok finds a triple, and they do take the point. Pizza Planet wins to take us 1-1 here in the Overwatch Oasis.
That seems like an infinite stall right there.
That was a wild stall. I am completely out of breath.
It just seemed like Pizza Planet threw an ult thinking that the fight was over, and then that spawn.
The spawn is so crucial. You need to win so very clearly. And I think Kirby coming in here directly from that respawn straight into using that Transcendence is so massive to keep everybody up. CM Punk, what a card, what a performance, what a diva today.
Let's see. Now we can move on to... They're giving us our swaps, we're not even in the lobby yet.
CM Punk just sustaining and staying alive consistently on the point as getting your diva traded up can be so dangerous when you're so close to capping the point. The bomb on the card just to clear everybody out, and of course we saw, what, 67 kill participation? That's ridiculous coming out from a diva. I think on the side of Pizza Planet, every time Insane went in with something aggressive, something angry, CM Punk was there to chase those kills, to chase the chunk down heroes, and just to finish them off. So hats off to CM Punk for an excellent performance on the diva. As we have Pizza Planet and Diving Phoenix tying it up 1-1 here in the Overwatch Oasis League.
We do see Super Ninja coming in for the side of Pizza Planet. I know a couple people in the chat probably know about him. You know, our Pharaoh one trick. Also have Plain Poopy coming
Muffin
in.
Pirates is a very, very happy person right now.
Maybe we got those ones.
Baja Plus, I don't know quite what that means. Can someone tell my main tank about relying on carries? I wouldn't know what that means because I don't believe I've ever, as the kids say, carried anything. Not just a team on my back, but like furniture, weights. I'm a very passive man, living a very, very passive life. So some subs coming through though, and do note that the teams have swapped sides. So if you're using the colors to keep the teams in check, this is when it all goes downhill. System error coming in on the side of Diving Phoenix as CM Punk takes a very well-deserved break. Maybe a sign that they're probably not trying to run too much diva here on Temple of Anubis.
I'm excited to
Of
see
course,
if Diving Phoenix brings out the dive here again.
The dive here working out for them on that attack on Numbani, so I would not be surprised to see that being whipped out.
this is where if the teams got all like matching icons, it would make it easier. So I can know which person suspected what team, but no.
Listen up, Overwatch Oasis League. You heard it here first from Kitty. Not only does making your player icons match boost morale, it also makes our jobs easier. So if we could just get everybody to choose to just help us out, use some matching icons. Definitely don't do anything stupid like try to sell out Chipsa as one unnamed team in the Overwatch Oasis League tries to do so often. I don't know who they are. I've just heard rumors that one very specific team likes to do that. Don't both teams go for the same icons as well? That's also been a running trend in some of our scrims. We have Clean Poopy coming in on the side of Pizza Planet as well. The key, eat lots of fiber.
I don't think that's what they meant with the name, but sure. We just gotta wait for Honey Biscuit to not have chat bug anymore because we got the Genji buff and we got all this and everything else, but we still have that darn bug. Okay, we gotta swap here. Lorati is coming in. Guess there's debut on Diving Phoenix. They are part of I believe NA ult. Still, I'm not sure if they dropped. They might have. I can't remember. But they're making their big debut in Tier 3. I did have that.
Another point of concern coming out here, just from what I can see, lots of endorsement level 2s on both teams, which really would be a bad look for the league if our members are being toxic on the ladder. But then again, the ladder doesn't matter, and SR is a social construct, so who cares about the ladder? I'm gold. What do I know?
Now entering the
You gotta keep in mind, people sometimes give those endorsements not to actually say you're good, but more like they didn't like your playstyle.
initiating.
You just gotta do it for the XP, you know?
The 50
That's
XP is so much, especially when you're trying to level up a Smurf kitty. That's where it's
But
at,
then
though.
you're grouped up with friends, so you can't do it. And you
Endorse the enemies too, you know?
But
Spread
I
the
like
love.
the enemies. What if they think like that? I don't want to endorse that.
So fair enough, Kitty is a method actor and is fully in the necessary headspace when playing quick play.
Ready for battle.
Score
So,
is 1-1.
The side of the defense, Bambi and Holy Chuckster on that double barrier. That Sigma's so effective at sealing off that right side of the stairs as they try to come in, especially paired up with Liardi over here. Filling that room up with AoE damage is going to be massive. Honey Biscuits on that trademark Ash. We have seen Honey Biscuits pop off so many times this season on the hit scan as Feraligatron. I can never say that.
For alligator.
As Zenyatta.
For alligator. We're just gonna go for
As
alligator.
Zenyatta comes out next to Steph. On the side of the attack, Super Ninja maybe just taking a pot shot with the Widow. Korean wannabe, don't tease me like this, baby. Stay on the Bastion. Oh! That's how you lose your $5 of Venmo, bro. So Super Ninja taking a pot shot, looking to switch back to something a little more conventional. The Mei coming out to play.
So running a very, very aggressive Mei.
It does look like we have a technical difficulty here as we have one of the players being displayed as system error. We will investigate that and make sure we fix that for the next map. That's an odd warning to have come up being a system error. But we have Insane over here looking to push the logo. The speed boost is engaged and Pizza Planet just running straight onto the point here. System error being chunked down extremely low, but the Zarya bubble getting rid of that Discord orb. Insane getting chunked down as well as Liardi and Honey Biscuit start to put down some work as Liardi takes down Insane as well. So just System error here, trying to sustain on point, but you are alone, Zarya, and all the Soviet muscles in the world does not save you from a full stack of 6 trying to take you down.
So very interesting rotation there. They did try and bait out making Diving Phoenix they were going right when instead they went right under the bridge.
They faked out
And
the
that did
camera.
earn them one whole tick.
Absolutely bamboozled. Wrecked decked and Shrek, folks. Richard is fired.
So let's see what we see here.
So Super Ninja already 90% to a Blizzard. So the wall again, and the rush downstairs coming in yet again. But Super Ninja gets picked off early as the tires engage. Blow Dragon falls as well. This looks like a very, very early end to this push, as you're already fighting 6 on 3. Bambi takes another. The Metal Cow taking no prisoners as Feraligatron takes down Insane as well. That's then basically a damage player.
Oh, and just like Millicent, you can't have Honey Biscuit uncontested. They're just taking out so much damage there.
Well, I don't know if Millie really knows much about Overwatch, so I don't know if we should take their advice with anything, but 46.4 capture progress coming out, a tick on the board, system error 60% to a grab, paired with Super Ninja's Blizzard could be massive. The only thing to really get rid of that is Holy Chuckster's Eat, and maybe a Trans could help save him, but that's going to be crucial to see how that plays out. The Flux comes out, as the pull does, finds 3. Nobody drops quite yet, as Insane does eventually, as Bob finds Clean Poopy and Honey Biscuits finds system error, as Diving Phoenix continue to hold on point here, not refusing to give up point A.
They're just never going to push to the point, trying to go through there. That's playing right into what Diving Phoenix wants him to do.
Just...
Staying on that point in
60 seconds.
Crucially here, with the fights ending so early, really hard to get any value out of system error Zarya.
Cease your resistance.
So the bongos are deployed, and the May Blizzard is as well. The Trans come out just to keep everybody up, but the Shatter comes down as well. Holy Chucks are getting absolutely battered, but the Trans keeping them nice and healthy. Feraligatron looks a little deep here, and it's just a 1 health, and eventually gets taken down. But Honey Biscuits finds a double as Bambi here finds Insane. Holy Chucks are getting taken up by Clean Poopy. The grab finally coming out. Oh my goodness, it doesn't find anybody! Oh, NYXL picked this man up. Liardi and Honey Biscuits finds 1 apiece as Bambi gets taken down by Clean Poopy. Just bounce around on point, eventually gets taken down by Honey Biscuits. Insane spinning to winning a little early for that with 10 seconds left, but hey, it's a proven method. Now, so it's Bob on point, takes out Super Ninja, who is already extremely low. Honey Biscuits takes down Korean Wannabe as well. That Bob's so deadly in such a chaotic fight. Now, Insane eventually does go down. The Bob finding a triple, the best bubble you could ever wish for. Now, Liardi takes system error out of the mech, finally switching off that Zarya onto the Diva, but to no avail as they do get taken down, and it looks like a hold here on point A for Diving Phoenix. Now, of course, they did give up 90.5% of the point here, so it is completely doable and fathomable that Pizza Planet matches with a very similar defensive response, Kitty.
I think is this the first time that a team hasn't captured the first point? Because I know they usually hold out second point. I'm not sure if I've seen nobody actually take first point here. I mean, they almost did.
90.5%, might as well give it to them, right?
Yeah, but the Diving Phoenix, they want to keep up that map differential. They want to be a #1 team. I mean, I'm sure every team does.
We got Baja Blast in chat letting us know that their dad is a level 5 endorsement because they only play quick play. So chat, that's the secret. Play quick play, play some solo queue. Not having friends really does pay off. Didn't mean to roast your dad, Baja Blast. Your dad seems like a wonderful, wonderful man. Now we have Insane and System Error holding with the Orisa Sigma, which seems to be meta over here on this point. Super Ninja and Korean Wannabe on that Farah and Hanzo, as Dragon and Poopy on that Batiste and Mercy. Now Katie playing a Farah into a hit scan as good as Honey Biscuits. Super Ninja's a very, very brave Farah here.
They are, and they're gonna have to go straight for Honey Biscuits. Make that the first priority before they can actually get the quality out of there.
And of course, you're hoping Korean Wannabe on that Hanzo brings you some shield break as Holy Chuckster gets taken out very early. Insane finding those shots, but they are forced to drop and contest, especially given how little progress is necessary to cap here. Now Super Ninja, just like Kitty told you, takes down Honey Biscuit, as System Error takes care of Bambi on point. Winning that duel so crucial, just like Kitty said. No worries. Once again, Kitty's running the lobby, trying to make everything work, so I will continue to motor mouth through this. Now, Insane over here, 43% to those bongos could be so crucial to having them charge up more ults, as Liardi gets taken down nice and early. Super Ninja finding a double, taking down both DPS players on the side of Diving Phoenix. This hold looking healthier and healthier, Richard.
Man, absolutely. This is absolutely doable to hold first point here. As long as they don't get picked at all, it's very, very doable. This is such a strong position to be in as defenders.
And Super Ninja is so important to this hole that they just chunk in so much damage. Oh my god, the barrage comes through and that is a 4K! That one's gotta hurt. Super Ninja, absolutely fantastic work over here. Now the Lucio and Sigma, Holy Chuckster, just going to be delayed a little bit. Super Ninja is unstoppable today, refusing to give up this lead. Korean Wannabe with the Hanzo Dragons online as well, and given the tight chokes and rotations over here, that could be absolutely massive as those dragons fill up those chokes and get so much damage in. Of course, you don't have the immortality on the side of Diving Phoenix to deal with it, so that could be a world of hurt. Now, it does come through along with the pull, finds a double. Honey Biscuits unable to work their magic so far this map as they're just being targeted. Korean Wannabe and Super Ninja relentless with that pressure, and that is exactly the display you needed, right? They're not able to cap A here. You know Honey Biscuits, you know how good they are, and you whip out, you whip out the comfort picks. You have the Hanzo, you have the Pharah, you just pressure that Ashe, you take that duel, you trust each other, you trust yourself, and that is massive. 90 seconds I'm ticking here on the clock. Insane and System Error with both tankles online. This time they look to fill over to the right there. Diving Phoenix taking a new route. The bongos are engaged. That is so much damage coming in as the Flux come in as well. Holy Chuckster gets caught up, gets struck down to absolute zero as the Pharah just dumps down damage into that backline. Chuckster gets taken down by Super Ninja as Clean Poopy gets rezzed by Globe Dragon. That's a lovely res as playing a healer down could be so painful over here, and Diving Phoenix forced to back out. Bambi hard shielding, trying to keep everybody alive as they back up.
If anybody can see, Honey Biscuits is kind of really deep in the back line. Not sure if anybody from Pizza Planet can remember. They're just gonna be in the back.
Right, Honey Biscuits in that treehouse over here.
When the fight starts.
Ooh, sneaky. You love to see it. You're gonna have to land some shots if you run a play like that. Oh, it makes me smile. It makes me happy. Super Ninja does answer first to the barrages. Korean Wannabe lays in the dragons. Honey Biscuits not finding any kills. Super Ninja deep-meching and taking a Holy Chuckster. Korean Wannabe takes out Liardi as well. Honey Biscuits backcapping the point, but the entire team swarms on them. The cheeky play not working out as Honey Biscuits is going to get taken down eventually. It is one fight territory, not just one fight territory. One fight territory to get to 90.5%. This is going to be some excellent Overwatch coming out. Now, Steph crucially has the Steph barrier online. The Dragons and the Bomb coming out as well. We've seen so many good bombs come out from both sides today. And on the side of Pizza Planet, just the App Matrix being committed very early, hoping to pick up some fun. Honey Biscuits finally, when it matters most, delivers. Super Ninja dies for the first time on this defense as Korean Wannabe takes out Holy Chuckster. Bomb is committed, but Clean Poopy takes out for Alcatron over here in the backline. Chuckster gets taken down as well. The beat comes out. Everybody's extremely durable. Seeing that beat come out, the Flux comes out, takes down everybody. The Artie and Bambi falling early, and this looks doable. Pizza Planet might just be able to do it and pull forward. That Dragon's coming on point, not finding anybody, blocking off the entrance just a little bit. Super Ninja and Clean Pooping finding one each, and they pull ahead. Pizza Planet 2, Diving Phoenix 1 here in the Overwatch Oasis League.
That looked almost really doable there, but it's just...
So, match point here for the Diving Phoenix.
And before that, we would have thought it would have been the 4K barrage, but look at this.
But no, we just Korean Wannabe finding picks left and right. Super Ninja is definitely on the phone with Jeff Kaplan right now. Not a happy camper over here. But what a display from the two damage players today. We have Korean Wannabe and Super Ninja, once again, like I said, knowing they had to deliver, right? Knowing the carry potential of Honey Biscuits and taking duel after duel after duel with one of the best hit scans in the league and making it work. So now, moving on to the next point. This is a match point, chat. Diving Phoenix might just be dropping their first game of the season the 4-0 record smashed to bits as Pizza Planet rally back for an excellent textbook pitch perfect hold here in the Overwatch Oasis League. We're switching over to Rialto now. Richard, a personal favorite of yours apparently.
Oh, I love Rialto. Just the
Talk me through it.
The amount of flank routes and off angles and little hidden passageways to get around, it makes for some great play. And I think this is something that Diving Phoenix is going to excel on. Pizza Planet has seemed a lot stronger whenever people have taken the heads-up match and been able to come face-to-face with them. But Diving Phoenix seems to edge out a little bit whenever they can get their people into the back line, cause some distractions, and make Pizza Planet turn around and deal with threats in the back, and split that fight up into multiple spots.
And those flanking routes could be so very, very useful for your Ashes, for your Widows. So maybe expecting for Honey Biscuits to have another field day today. So we have Darkkin and Honey Biscuits staying on the line, Bambi and Hawk staying in for Diving Phoenix, and Jokingly and Feraligatron coming up on the support line. So a lineup that we have seen before, and it looks like Pizza Planet are looking to run System Error and Insane, keeping that tank duo with Ragnarok and Super Ninja playing damage, and Clean Poopy and Globe Dragon playing on that support line.
I think at this point I'm just gonna like message for Alligatron and be like, can I just send you like the $10? Just change your name to for Alligator. Alright, let's see. Switch all the spectators. And how did you guys like the Larati's debut there? Their junk was actually pretty good there.
Their junk was really
Yeah,
good.
I think. Go
I was
ahead,
going to
Rich.
say that Diving Phoenix just outranged them. They went on that Hanzo, they went on the Pharah, and there was just nothing that junk could do. So they had to make the switch over to the Hanzo, which just didn't get the same value.
Badge of Blast, I will send you the standings. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
There you go. The whole Google Doc coming to you through chat. So, chat, what are we thinking? Diving Phoenix dropping the first match of the season? Or is Pizza Planet going to get absolutely wrecked, decked, and shreked here? Nothing would make me happier than casting my second map 5 of the week. Of course, my neighbor is going to be very upset with both these teams if they continue to play the great Overwatch that they're playing.
Okay, we got both readies. But yeah, Pizza Planet is showing a really tough fight here, but you can't put it past Diving Phoenix to win this map and take us to map 5.
Welcome to reality.
Badge of Blast, I don't rock. I just have to be nice to you after I roasted your dad, so.
Initiating match.
Just seems fair enough. Muffin Pirate, you and me both, bro. Hoping that this goes to a map 5, but of course, Muffin Pirate, that means that my words per minute might just double. So, on to Rialto over here, a map that I find myself getting tilted on very easily just because Rialto is terrible.
Ready for battle.
But of course a lot of flank routes coming out, and on the defensive side we have Pizza Planet running Insane and System Error on the Orisa Sigma, Super Ninja staying on that far. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Ragnarok playing Echo, I believe this is the first Echo we've seen today, with Globe Dragon and Clean Poopy wrapping it up with the Moira Mercy. And after being hurt last time by that Korean wannabe teasing me with the Bastion, I refuse to make any predictions on the attacking side until the spawn doors open. I've been hurt I refuse. I'm not ready for that yet.
Doesn't look interesting. I want to see if Dark Train can contest Super Ninja here. Let's see a far battle.
Yeah, and Honey Biscuits over here as well. This could be a very tough day for the two very mobile flying heroes on the side of Pizza Planet over here. And there it is, Dark Train gets taken out immediately. But Honeybits gets taken out Clean Poopy as well, and there's absolute chaos already kicking off on board. Rallygatron does get the res onto Dark Train over here. Lovely little ballsy res going in right behind the cart over here, but of course none of the flare and twirl that Kitty does her reses with. Now Bambi and John Hawk, the tank line finding 3 kills combined. Super Ninja gets taken down by the Bambis rolling through them. That is not how you want to go as a FAR. If you're playing ground FAR, just pick Junkrat. Now Dark Train and John Hawk taking down 1 apiece as well to kick off the fight here as it continues to roll the cart forward. We see Dark Train and Super Ninja very closely matched on the barrage. But Honey Biscuits is going to be allowed the time and opportunity to set up here before they contest point A, and that could be, that positioning of the Widowmaker could be the difference maker. Dark Train picks up Ragnarok early as Globe Dragon falls as well. Diving Phoenix showing no signs of being tilted after losing a match. Losing a map, and now they're flying through as angry as ever. Honey Biscuit seeing a Super Ninja as Dark Train takes themselves down, but no worries. Virgilitron is right behind you. Honey Biscuits take down Insane as well. Jokingly Serious takes down System Error, and that is point A capped. Not a lot of resistance coming out, or to flip the script, Diving Phoenix doing extremely well controlling sightlines and controlling aggression so far, Kitty.
Yeah, it looks like here Loud Dragon got a little bit, might be caught off guard. The team they can make it back to the team. This might have Dark Train doesn't actually
Globe
catch
Dragon,
them.
that one is going to hurt.
Sorry.
That stagger, that time.
I'm so sorry.
That's Kitty's fault. That's Kitty's fault. Call us at 1-800 Kitty's fault to file a complaint with the Overwatch Oasis League. Bambi over here with the mines online, and just as I call that, they get deployed. They do look like hamster droppings, which I don't think is an accident. John Hawk takes down Clean Poopy as well, but the barrage comes out. You're just a little bit high in the air, sir. Dark Train gets taken out by Super Ninja, doesn't find any kills, but the mines does take down that Brigitte. Now, John Hawk with the Bongos online, not needing to use it as Insane taken down, but Super Ninja finding kills, finally showing up to this fight, switching off the FAR. Globe Dragon takes that Jokingly Serious as John Hawk gets res, and it's anybody's point here in Rialto. Now the Flux comes out, finding 3. That is absolutely massive. They get slammed back down, and John Hawk gets taken down. Globe Dragon helping finish down for Rallygatron as well, and it's just the lonely hamster on point. The overweight Gerbil having to roll out. Fun fact, I feel like Hammond is fat enough that if they weren't in the ball, they would still be perfectly spherical. Just my 2 cents. Don't overfeed your pets, that's really mean.
Damage, but still, yeah.
Now, Super Ninja takes on Honey Biscuits, but when you play with the Mercy, you don't make mistakes, you just get res. System Error over here pumping that damage onto the 2nd floor of this hotel, Palace, City Hall, whatever that building is. Let's say Rialto Municipal Building, just doesn't have that sexy ring to it. Now, Bambi slamming into the backline, the mines again basically free for this man. Bambi's mines do go out, and Insane is blocked off from the rest of the team, but Super Ninja finds Dark Train with Bob as Ragnarok takes down Jokingly Serious. Super Ninja takes down John Hawk as well, and finally Pizza Planet showing that hold, that defensive instinct that they showed earlier. Finally stopping the car with 2.5 minutes on the clock here. But of course, Diving Phoenix with a good amount of ult online, Supercharger coming up, as well as Jokingly Serious very close to getting the Moira Coalescence online. That is if they don't get domed right here, right now. So low, but does finally get healed up.
Honey Biscuit switch to...
Honey Biscuit switch to what, Kitty? It doesn't matter. Super Ninja gets taken down in the backline, and the point is cracked wide open. Josh takes on System Arrow, but Bambi does have to trade their left to create that space. Now, John Hawk takes on Insane in the backline as their Risas just spend their time shooting at each other instead of anybody else. For Rallygatron here, reses Bambi. That could be absolutely huge because the state of the ball is so important. Now, Dark Train over here takes down Ragnarok as Diving Phoenix gets the point rolling with 2 minutes left. Honey Biscuits finds another pick. Kitty, you have castered cursed Pizza Planet as much as Caster has ever cursed any team. Now, Clean Poopy takes out Jokingly over here, and Dark Train finds Globe Dragon. Honey Biscuits finds System Arrow over here. The duplicate onto the Sigma coming out, but Dark Train does get hacked out of the Flux. Honey Biscuits finds the double. They are absolutely unstoppable and insatiable, doing what Widows do best. Hide in the backline, click heads with 0-0 on the objective time.
So, you know, you're gonna have Psychomantis yelling at me. You cursed my team.
Now Bambi staying with the ball over here, being able to charge the mine so very quickly. John Hawk with the bongos online to help their team push forward as the sights are popped by Honey Biscuits. That is not a sight that you want to walk into. Honey Biscuits is feeling themselves. And that is not a duel you would like to take. The Shadow comes out, doesn't quite find anybody, just the one in the backline. Jokingly Serious fades away to safety. Now the Flux comes out, finds 3. They do manage to stay up, but not for long. The system error takes down John Hawk. Now the mines are deployed. I thought that fight was over. Bambi clearly thought not. As they deploy the bombs, but they are very easily taken out by Clean Poopy. The tactical R2 coming out on the side of the brick, swing away at those mines. Bambi just touching. Trying to get a little bit of extra objective time on the metals as Honey Biscuits continues to click heads. That's so terrifying. Now the Sombra being sent there, Ragnarok being tasked with the job of dealing with the Widowmaker. Does get chunked out to half, but eventually fades away to safety. Now Echo in that backline, duplicates the Reinhardt. This could be massive. Can you charge a Shatter? Yes, you can. Clean Poopy gets taken down, and Dark Train takes on system error as well. That duplicate onto the Reinhardt, being able to be so aggressive, so very angry. Bob gets charged off the point as Honey Biscuits free firing until they are not. Super Ninja finally, somebody taking the fight to Honey Biscuits. Now, 90 seconds and counting, and just like 5 to 6 meters before we touch the point, but Super Ninja coming to life when it matters most. Dark Train being taken down. Super Ninja, without having to deal with Honey Biscuits, finally being able to do what they do best, and that is also, coincidentally, clicking heads, just like Honey Biscuits. Insane has switched over to the ball. System error is running the Diva. You're running no barriers over here against Honey Biscuits' Widow. That could be disastrous, but if it's stupid but it works, then it's definitely not stupid. Bambi over here getting chunked down to half health, but does roll away to safety. 60 seconds and counting. Feraligatron does have the Valkyrie online. Super Ninja finds Honey Biscuits as the head scan battle. The momentum starts to shift just a little bit. Super Ninja with the Bob online. Ragnarok, the EMP could be absolutely massive, and that alone can win you huge fights, especially in OT when both teams have to touch the Clark. Clean Poopy over here with the Rally, Dragon over here with the Coalescence. This is looking very healthy if you're a Pizza Planet fan. Insane takes a Dark Train in the backline. That is absolutely massive. You only have 30 seconds and you're forced to reset. I lied. Feraligatron reses. Insane gets taken down. That could be the turn of the tide. Insane goes in, gets a kill, is really happy with what they did there, but then the res comes through and then the Junkrat kills you. That's gotta hurt. Now Dark Train does get taken by system error. It is very, very scrappy and none of the fight happening on point. 10 seconds, do or die territory. Bambi taken down. Super Ninja finding those shots as Dark Train switches over to that Tracer. Now the EMP does come out as predicted over here, and it does work. Super Ninja takes down 2, one with the Kun, one with the Bob. Clean Poopy takes out Jokingly Serious as well, and it's just a Tracer left to touch point, but Dark Train is hacked and at 1 HP, and Pizza Planet do manage to hold before point C here on Rialto in the Overwatch Oasis League.
We did see Honey Biscuits just to the edge a little bit too late. They couldn't build a Bob of their own.
Muffin Pirate, you are incorrect. That is apparently a very good way to contest the Widow, as long as you have the patience to wait until point C of Rialto. We see that the Honey Biscuits and Super Ninja duel going on that entire map. First starting with the Widow against the Pharah, the Widow against the Ashe, and of course the momentum switching over sides right towards the end when it mattered most. Super Ninja delivering the goods.
Yeah, and then when it came to it, it was pretty evened out there. Honey Biscuit did take a bit more heads, but when it mattered most, they just went all in.
Sidomi, I promise I do run out of breath. I just try not to pass out. Richard over here taking us on a tour of the gondolas. Lovely water feature here in the middle of Rialto. As it looks like the defenders are running Bambi and John Hawk on that Ariza Sigma that we have seen so many times today. Dark Train and Honey Biscuits on the Echo Widowmaker duel. As Jokingly Serious and Fertilitron running the Moira Zenyatta. Of course, the Zenyatta is going to be so helpful to Honey Biscuits as body shots are now extremely dangerous as well. Not quite lethal, I don't believe. I don't think that math adds up. But the Widow doesn't necessarily have to get kills. If you can chunk everybody down to 25 health, they're going to hide. So now, coming out, we have Insane and System Error running the Rhine Diva. The Diva already chunked down to half very early in this fight. Super Ninja playing the Far into a Widow, a duel we have seen time and time again that they're able to take and they're able to win. Ragnarok gets sucked straight off the map. That is a swim you're not going to recover from. As Bambi gets the environmental kills online for the first time on Rialto. ground fire is a very odd way to spell Junkrat over here. The res does not come. Oh, the res does come through. Insane does get red. Honey Biscuits finding kills as Honey Biscuits likes to do so very much. Insane takes out Bambi as well, though. Clean Poopy going down, but Ragnarok finding Dark Fate. Trades are coming through on both sides, but the most important thing is that the payload is moving as Pizza Planet cracked this point open. Now, Fergalatron and Honey Biscuits finds one apiece, but the death mines of Ragnarok, if you go down, take it with you. Takes down Jokingly Serious as John Hawk takes down Insane. Globe Dragon just trying to contest the point for a little bit longer, and John Hawk says no with those balls to the face, like a Sigma does best.
You should be at peak performance levels.
Now, Honey Biscuits here with the, oh, there it is. We have the sights popped, the angry French coming over the radio, tells everybody to hide as Fergalatron takes down Super Ninja. The res does come through, but you are delayed and you do lose that resource for a little bit. Now the peel comes out as the system error tries to keep everybody away from that echo, but no worries! The echo just takes down system error as well. Now the shatter comes out, the trance comes out as well to counter the coalescence. The dueling coalescence on point. Two massive lightsabers just flashing around, giving you motion sickness. Super Ninja finds a double! Wins the duel with Honey Biscuits, gets the barrage kill onto Fergalatron, and kills Bambi as well. Don't forget, kids, the barrage is also a reload. Now the Junkrat duplicate. Oh no, you hate to see it. Clean Poopy trying to zip away but not making it on time. Insane charging onto point over here. As System Error gets absolutely melted down. The Demon Bomb coming out just to buy them a little bit of space as a Bambi and John Hawk both have their ult online. And just as I said, the Flux comes out, just Insane caught in it. But if it killed the Reinhardt, you probably win the fight. Insane does go down. Ragnarok finds one in the backline. Jokingly Serious going down. The AoE damage of the Junkrat so very crucial and so very deadly in the chaos of a fight like this. Globe Dragon eventually taking down Super Ninja, takes that duel and wins the duel with Honey Biscuits yet again. Now Insane switching over to the... They're full committing to a dive. On the side of Pizza Planet, you have a little less than 90 seconds over here to crack point 8 open. Insane does go in, but gets chunked down to half as they're discorded as well as the system errors. Peel comes in just a little bit late. Insane forced to hold still as they are healed up by the Mercy. Valkyrie is popped. That's a massive slam, displacing 3 members on the side of Diving Phoenix. Bambi, though, with the ult online as the bongos are deployed as system error is demeched early on in the fight yet again. Pizza Planet just trickling in. You might have to think about a hard reset over here. The tire comes out. Honey Biscuits takes down system error. Insane in the backline does get taken down. Trades for Fergalatron. The tire comes out, finds a double. Jokingly Serious and John Hawk both going down. Super Ninja falls, having switched over to the Widow as Dark Trade gets Moira's skill warped into Oblivion. Pizza Planet looking to dominate this arena. Finally, through the sheer force of will and the sheer force of chaos, pushes the point past point A. I am completely out of breath as Insane takes a dive, takes a swim just to celebrate. Now Dark Train with the duplicate online, Kitty. What duplicates do we think are going to come through?
I'm sure we'll get a Diva. You get a lot of quality as a duplicate Diva. You get 1 or 2 bombs in there. And Diving and Pizza Planet has no shields to protect yourself from that.
Fair enough, the no shield meta is an interesting one. That is a full commit to the dive as Honey Biscuits take down Ragnarok. No shields into Honey Biscuits Widow is a very, very brave move. Now, they commit nonetheless with the mines, but the trance is there to counter it. An ult for an ult, perfectly balanced as all things should be. As Super Ninja is now taking shots into the backline, hoping to find Honey Biscuits and hoping to pick up some squishies with a couple headshots, but Bambi does take that Insane as they are forced to back up. System error, demeched and shreked by Honey Biscuits and Fergalatron. Teamwork makes the dream work. With Ragnarok coming over onto the Genji. A Genji into a double barrier. What's so impressive about the Genji is that the Genji when played poorly is so very bad, but when the Genji played well is one of the best carry heroes in the game. Ragnarok looking to prove themselves in that regard. Now the Valkyrie is popped, the bomb is tossed in through that little tunnel, and it works. Not only is it 2 players, it is 2 supports. Now if the healing is not there, is Ragnarok maybe not able to hard carry this fight, but no worries, your team is winning on point, so it is coming through. Honey Biscuits does take out Super Ninja, but once again, when you lose your supports early, you are forced to back up as the payload continues to roll forward. Now we have the Echo of Dark Train coming over here just to contest in the backline, but gets taken down. Clean Poopy over here. The Mercy with the Glock. Taking notes from Red Hood Kitty over here. Does eventually get taken down, but Bambi takes that Globe Dragon as well. 1 minute and counting. This is an extremely hard point of the map to push through here, Kitty.
I think Super Ninja's learned that he couldn't take on Honey Biscuits as Widow, and running a Widow until double shield, he wasn't gonna get much quality out of it. So now switching up to a Tracer.
Fair enough, a Tracer could be massive. This is as much of a dive prop as I've ever seen it, but that is a lot of people being caught in that flux. The Vine being slammed down, Insane being turned down so very low. Blue Dragon and Honey Biscuits both trading though, so the fight is well and truly alive. System Everyone takes down Dark Train in the backline. Gold Dragon gets healed up. The Shatter comes through, finds two. That is absolutely massive. Insane delivering when it matters most. Ragnarok gets found early again, but it doesn't matter. System Error will carry you to the win. Gets you that revenge kill onto Frigilatron. Get out of here, Robot Monk. It is Diva time. Now Super Ninja takes down Bambi with that exit kill, and this is looking so close as Pizza Planet try to round it out here on Rialto. Remember, a win here on this map wins them the series. All they have to do is fit this payload into that golden box at the end of the point. Insane going extremely deep. This is what we call a Narnia pin in the biz, but Insane does manage to get out with their life, with most of their health intact. Very impressive, but the bomb does come out from Super Ninja. Jokingly Serious gets taken down. The bomb gets traded out as well on the side of Dark Train as they duplicate the Tracer with the Echo. Clean Poopy does red Insane as the fight is well and truly alive. Dark Train getting taken down. Bambi looking to better sustain on point, but that barrier does get absolutely melted. The Coalescence is coming up, and so does the bomb. This could be deadly, is it? Not quite yet. Super Ninja takes down Fergilatron over here. Feraligatron, doesn't matter. Insane takes on Jokingly Serious as Ragnarok gets the kill onto Bambi's flux over here. Insane shatters, and John Hawk gets that cancelled. Pizza Planet touches. Pizza Planet wins. It is 3-1 to Pizza Planet here in the Overwatch Oasis League, and Diving Phoenix lose their perfect record. My goodness. Pizza Planet 3, Diving Phoenix 1 here in the Overwatch Oasis League. What a series of Overwatch, Kitty.
That was... wow. That last swap of the Tracer and maybe the Genji. We didn't get to see the Genji play. I was getting a little excited for that. See Ragnarok Alex pop that. But even Honey Biscuit just holding it out. Just made it a really tough fight, but Pizza Planet was just able to win this at the end.
Thank you, Sidomi. Appreciate the love in chat. Compliments are always good because I don't get paid to do this, so the attention is the only thing that keeps me going. But what an absolute banger of a map coming out from Pizza Planet, leaving it late on both point A and point B, but making it work at the end. Good game coming up from both teams. Diving Phoenix starting out extremely strong, but Pizza Planet just a little bit. I don't know if this is an appropriate comparison, but giving me some Chengdu Hunter vibes, right? Playing split, playing some compositions that we might not expect, and perhaps what my instinct, once again, I'm gold, but what my instinct says could be unfavorable matchups, but making it work through the sheer force of will, individual carries, and of course, the calculated chaos that a comp like that creates.
Well, Pizza Planet just won the important fights. They both had really good plays, and there was a lot of back and forth. But in the end, Pizza Planet was the one who clutched out those ones that finished them out to the win. Like Diving Phoenix, they had those really big plays at the end of Nubani, but they couldn't quite push it all the way into the final finish line. Unlike Pizza Planet, who at the end of Rialto here had that huge clutch shatter that just won them the fight outright.
I mean, I'm still trying to catch my breath from that. Was an absolute crazy push coming out from Pizza Planet over here. But of course, on the side of Diving Phoenix, if we want to kind of switch the conversation over to the MVP conversation, CM Punk. Very strong displays on the Diva. Of course, we didn't see them for the last two maps. I think Insane was very consistent on the Reinhardt, as was Bambi. Honey Biscuits, there's nothing I can say that really brings anything new to the table. Honey Biscuits is kind of cracked.
He just popped
and I can see the exact same thing about Super Ninja. And of course, on the side of the healers, I think Feraligatron keeping everybody up, keeping everybody healthy, and Clean Poopy playing an extremely good game as well. MVPs is going to be a very difficult conversation here. What are your thoughts?
Absolutely. I think John Hawk is definitely in it for the running on the main tank. Or not on the main tank, but just in the tank. His hooks on Ilios were just huge.
Ilios, yeah.
Getting all those environmental kills and just pulling in those really important times. And then Insane too had some really clutch shatters. He had some questionable charges every once in a while, but in the end he pulled it out when he needed to.
And I think we did say that, I believe Sidomia brought up that John Hogg did block in Real to the Shatter as a Sigma.
Yeah, he did. That was huge.
He did.
That's huge.
That's difficult to do. You have to like time it right and make sure your shield has enough. So I would say probably my pick for tank is John Hogg. The other two is I don't know.
That's just gonna be tight. So I feel like it's a straight shot between Super Ninja and Honey Biscuits, right? So we might have to let our decision on supports to inform our pick for damage. Because I agree with the John Hawk pick. I thought Insane and CM Punk both had a very good game. Insane, I believe, played all 4 maps, and you don't win such tight fights and such tight games without a good main tank. But I think Hawk, just edges it there. But with the damage coming in, Honey Biscuits and Super Ninja both absolutely massive. But the supports have me tripped. I think Clean Poopy played very well. So did Globe Dragon. Kirby, I believe, only played the first 2 maps. I could be wrong about that. Of course, poor one out for Kirby, my man, being trapped and squashed under a Diva Bomb and unable to move. I'm torn here on the supports, Kitty.
I do still agree with, because in the end, Honey Biscuit did put up a really strong fight as Ash, and their Widow at the end was just ridiculous, but Ninja just was able to up-one them at the end.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm thinking, to give Ninja an MVP on DPS there.
Fair enough.
Support, I'm still not quite sure, because Feraligatron did have a lot of good plays.
Mm-hmm. And if we're picking for Alligatron, that means we're probably going to give the tank one to Insane.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's just going to be a tough call. My personal pick, I think, I'm inclined to give it to Insane, just because if you win 4-1, your main tank's doing something right, and we saw Insane do really well on the Reinhardt, going in very aggressive, but stressing me out. But going very aggressive, staying alive, and the ball play, absolutely excellent. Absolute textbook disruption onto the back line. So for me, it's probably Insane and Super Ninja making up that Pizza Planet duo on the MVP slots. With Feraligatron riding it out. So is that the consensus? Richard,
Yep.
any thoughts? We have Insane, Super Ninja, and Feraligatron.
I agree with that.
Alright, and it is official. We have... thanks for stopping by in Week 8 of the Overwatch Oasis League as Pizza Planet defeat Diving Phoenix 3-1. Pizza Planet now pushing their way up in the standings, I believe. Now 4-1 so far this season. Diving Phoenix, their first loss of the season, yielding that top spot in the table to the White Walkers. Our MVPs of the day going out to Insane on the side of Pizza Planet, Super Ninja on the side of Pizza Planet, and Feraligatron on the side of Diving Phoenix. But of course, it must be said, Hawk and Honey Biscuits having absolutely massive performances tonight. I am Charles Seven Tang, joined by Red Hood Kitty and Richard the Hard. Thanks for stopping by. Good night.
And also remember, tomorrow we do have a game, Tater Pots versus C9 at 8 p.m. CST.
Stop on by. Hopefully your caster's not as loud as me.
But good night and thank